For your lesson this week, you've been asked to create a copy of a Da Vinci drawing. In this video, I will demonstrate how to create a copy of Leonardo da Vinci's drawing Young Bacchus, also known as Dionysus, who was the Greek god of grape harvest, winemaking, and fertility. In this video, we'll expand on our skills from last week using the rules of proportion. In the next video, we will learn some new skills about how to create tone. Let's get started. For today's task, you will just need paper, pencil, and a rubber. You do not need a ruler for today's task, but you can use one if you would like. I have already started and have drawn out an oval shape for the head. If you watched last week's video, you will remember we drew a reference grid on the side of the face. Today we are not going to draw the grid on the outside of the face. Instead, we will draw a quick grid on the inside of the oval. Firstly, we will need to halve the face lengthways and widthways. So I'll just do that quickly now. Again, you're just using your eye to do this, to make it roughly halfway. And again, for the halfway line. So this line is going to be the line where the eyes sit. And then if we remember, the nose is going to end halfway in between these two. So we can draw another line about here. And again, the lips will end halfway here. So now we've got that, we can start placing the features. Again, I'm going to start with the eyes on the halfway line. I'm using my thumb to measure the eyes. This helps to keep the face in proportion. The eyes should be equal in size, and the distance between the eyes is equal to the width of one eye. Now you have them measured, you can draw in the eyes. In Da Vinci's drawing, the subject is looking off to the right. This means we will need to draw the irises slightly to the right instead of in the centre of the eye. Now we have the eye sketched in, we can focus on the nose. The nose is quite narrow, and the width of the nose should be no wider than the distance between the eyes. You just need to draw the end of the nose, as later we will be using shading techniques to give the nose form. You can also add in a few lines to illustrate the structure of the brow bone. Now we can move on to the lips, which sit in between the bottom of the nose, and they should end no further down than the line above the chin. The lips are quite narrow and come out slightly wider than the bottom of the nose, curling upwards to create a slight smile. Finally, before adding tone, we need to draw on the hair and the headband and also the neck. The headband runs across the head halfway between the eyebrows and the top of the head. The parting of the hair starts in the middle of the head and slopes in on a slight angle towards the right. Then the hair on both sides extends out slightly further than the head. When you are drawing the hair, look carefully at where the hair moves in and out around the face. the curls around the eyes and around the jawline in particular. So that's roughly what the hair is going to look like. So you can see this part of the face is going to be covered by hair. So we can remove this line here and also this line here. Great, so now you should have the rough outline of your Da Vinci drawing and be ready to add some tone. Watch the next video for some tips how to do this.